All right, everybody, welcome back to the NOSR Webs podcast. You ready to
Let's do it.
really dive deep today? We've got a good one, I think.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
I think this is going to be pretty fun. But first,
Of course.
before we jump into it,
Got to pay the bills.
got to pay the bills, right? Check out those links in the description.
That's right.
We got some really good sponsor offers down there.
Some amazing offers.
Okay. You ready to go back in time with me a little bit?
Always. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's rewind the clock back to 2009. Back when Bitcoin was just a baby. Little baby Bitcoin, right?
Just a little sprout.
Just a little sprout. And imagine,
Tiny little sprout.
tiny little sprout. Imagine you were,
Ahead of the curve.
way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Super techie.
Yeah.
And you just decided to just drop $100
$100.
on this brand new, kind of confusing.
What is this thing?
Yeah, what even is this thing?
Yeah.
This digital currency,
Magic internet money.
magic internet money.
Yeah.
Bitcoin. So let's fast forward to now, November 2024. And let's just say you might be kicking yourself a little bit
Yeah, just a tad.
for not taking that leap of faith.
It's pretty fascinating to think about. All right. I mean, back then in
Right.
October 2009,
Yes.
one Bitcoin was worth
Nothing.
essentially nothing. $0.0009 dollars.
It's like less than a penny.
Way less than a penny, fractions of a penny.
Like, how many could you even buy?
Well, for $100, you could have gotten over
No way.
111,000 Bitcoins
$100.
for $100.
111,000 Bitcoins.
Yep.
That's wild. I mean, that's like a
Think what you could buy with $100 today.
decent dinner out these days.
Exactly.
That's insane. Okay, so here's where things get really interesting.
Okay,
Buckle up.
let's hear it.
Fast forward to today, November 2024. Bitcoin's hanging out around $98,000
Per Bitcoin.
per Bitcoin. So you held on to those 111,000 Bitcoins that
That you forgot about in your
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about those. Just had
Right.
those laying around.
in an old hard drive somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So those Bitcoins would now be worth
Drum roll, please.
more than $2 billion.
Billion. With a B.
Someone get me a time machine. I need to go back. I need to go back to 2009 right now.
Right. I know. If only. If only we knew. Of course, this whole thing just illustrates the mind-blowing potential of
Yeah,
early cryptocurrency investment,
for sure.
but it also highlights the massive risks and the volatility that comes along with it.
Yeah, for sure. And,
It was a wild ride to get to where we are now,
yeah,
and who knows what the future holds.
yeah. And we've actually got a couple articles linked below that really break this down.
Yeah, if you want to take a deeper look
Yeah, if you want to kind of get into the weeds a little bit.
into the nitty-gritty,
There's one that follows the journey of that $100 investment
up to the billions.
all the way up to the billions.
Yeah.
And then another one looks at what would have happened if you invested just $1,000,
Yep.
a little bit more,
Back in 2014.
when Bitcoin was,
A little more established.
still early, but,
It is crazy. Yeah.
not as crazy as 0009.
Yeah, exactly. And there's also a really cool interactive calculator if you want to play around.
Plug in some numbers.
Yeah, plug in some numbers and see what would have happened. I highly recommend checking those out. But okay, so $100 to potential billions. The Bitcoin journey's been a wild ride so far. What are your final thoughts for our listeners
Yeah.
who might be experiencing some serious FOMO right now?
Well, the Bitcoin story is definitely captivating.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it really underscores the incredible potential
Yeah.
of emerging technologies.
Yeah.
Sometimes these things that seem like a little out there really do
Take off.
take off. But it's crucial to remember
Yeah.
that past performance doesn't guarantee
Future returns.
future returns.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think this applies to any investment, really,
Yeah.
but especially in the world of cryptocurrency.
Which is so volatile. Which is incredibly volatile. So before jumping in head first,
Yeah.
do your research, understand the risks, develop a clear strategy,
Yeah.
and most importantly, never invest.
More than you can afford to lose.
Exactly. More than you can afford to lose.
Great advice.
Mm-hmm.
Words of wisdom right there. Well, thanks for diving deep with us today. It's been a fascinating conversation.
Cool.
And before you go, don't forget to check out those sponsor links in the description below.
Yeah, seriously, they're really good.
They're really good this time, guys. You might just find your next favorite thing.